All right, guys, we are back in the mix with you on In-Game Live right here on SportsGrid as we have another match in Group L, Croatia, Panama. Huge match here for Croatia. All of a sudden, you're thinking, can we win this group, right? Panama, hey, why not us? A scoreless draw for England and Ghana. It's weird, like, we've not had very many scoreless games, but they've come with some high-powered attacks. Spain, Belgium, England. We had one in England, Ghana. I don't think that's what we get here, Gabe, though, between Croatia and Panama.
You know what? I don't like betting overs, but I actually do believe we're going to get some goals in this game, Kevin. If you look at Croatia, they've had a really hard time keeping a clean sheet. We saw England score 4. England couldn't score today against Ghana. Croatia are really aggressive. They spread the field. They attack. They pursue. They push. Panama play a little bit more defensively, but Panama can ball, right? Panama can ball. They lost that heartbreaker. I wanted to think, you know what? This is an under, right? This is an under. It kind of feels like, the stakes are so high, but I think there's going to end up being 3 goals. And the same thing with the cards, Kevin. It was 2.5. Couldn't get there with this. I got to believe, man, like at some point, one of these games gets chippy and it starts to get real. I'm not going to lie. I found this game to be a tough handicap. And I find tonight to be tricky. I'm not in love with Colombia quite as much as Kevin is, even though I do think they're the better side than Congo. This Croatian side isn't the Luka Modric teams from yesteryear, but they're still dangerous. They still have to be respected. So if you look, Kevin, we went with over 24.5 shots. Instead of jumping in game, we got a head start pregame. You know what? Both teams. I don't care, Kevin. Kick the damn ball towards the net. You know what I'm saying? I don't care which team. You. Over 24.5 shots. I went over 2.5 goals here, and give me Musa to score a goal at plus 130 for the Croatians. And I want to throw this in here. This game is being played in Toronto tonight, and Toronto is the largest Croatian population outside of Croatia. It's a home game. It's a home game for them. Like, basically, there's a few people here from Panama, the delegation, etc. But this stadium is full of Croatians. It's like a home game for them.
Well, we'll see if that bears out. I think Croatia win the match. I think, again, I know the way England lit up Croatia and then didn't Ghana. I think you really hit it in the middle of that game, though. We talk about it in college sports a lot. I think look-ahead spots are real. I think sleepy spots are real. These are human beings. And I think England got caught. Lit up Croatia. Ghana should be no problem. Their aggression, it all changed as the game went on, and it was all too late. Now, with this game, I took a chance on I think it was 2-1 for Croatia to win, but both teams to score. I do think that Croatian defense is bad. I do think the Croatia defense is bad. But I will say, guys, and look, some matches were here for all, some for a half. I do really value getting the 45 minutes to find a live look. I think Gabe and I'm not saying this to pump our tires. I think we've done very well on these live bets. And I hope that continues to be the case here. It's the point of us, doing this show. It's soccer. Every match is different, right? Even though the totals are all the same, and when you're in a game and you get 45 minutes in front of your eyes, it really helps you get a feel for those next 45.
It really does. It's a great sport to bet in game. And trust me, I've spent many an evening, Kevin, welcome to my world. I've spent many evening at 3, 4 in the morning betting on the Filipino soccer league and in Vietnam soccer, like you name it, right? And just in games, I get a feel for the flow. Like I tell you, name a country, I'll tell you, over, under. Yeah, these guys play fast. They play slow. Those guys never score, right? Like you said, each country has a sort of different identity, but the total is always 2.5. It's funny. But it's soccer's like a blank canvas, but at the end, it fills out. Even though you don't think it's going to somehow, but at the end, you're like, wow, the painting ended up there. Like, you know what I mean? I see it now. So here we go early. A little bit of pace here, though, Kevin, right? You can just sort of see. And I want to bring this up, too. With both teams losing, a draw doesn't really do these guys much good right now. Like, they want points. Like, both teams are gunning for the win right now. So this game should be a fun game as it opens up. But, hey, you never know. I mean, this stuff has been unpredictable. And then we got the Colombia and the Congo game coming up later tonight.
Yeah, and we will go through that game as well. We'll see what Colombia brings to the table. I know it seems like I'm disrespecting Congo because I love Colombia. It's more about Colombia. We've been constantly looking for the World Cup dark horse, Ecuador, whatever, right? And
the dark horse of getting the bullet.
50-1. I mean, Colombia are not being given any type of real chance in this tournament. Like, I'm not being.
I agree.
That's the same
dismissed.
number as Mexico, 40-1 Japan, 35-1 Morocco. Like, should Norway be 30 and Colombia be 50? I'm not sure about that, guys. That doesn't seem to match up for me.
As it is now, and these things, this is kind of, it's changed a little bit. A little bit. Some of them are kind of the same. But speaking of Colombia right now, Kevin, as it stands, Colombia get Ghana in the round of 32. Their problem is they're on a collision course as of right now with Spain.
Yeah.
Like that little mini bracket is Colombia, Ghana, Spain, Austria.
Well, we've talked about it, Gabe. If Colombia take the group off Portugal, all of a sudden they're playing a third place match.
Okay, then it flips.
Right?
All right, then, yeah.
And then they're going to play, probably Canada or Switzerland in that Vancouver bracket.
It's so just for the record, exactly. As it is right now, it's Portugal, Paraguay, Canada, Belgium. Except Belgium, we keep saying, Belgium aren't going to end up in this spot. Let's say Canada are first. I don't think Belgium's going to be third. I think Belgium will finally score and put some points up and get a result.
Yeah. Canada more likely to play like an Algeria or an Iran, from what I see.
Exactly. Boom, exactly. So let's say Algeria, Iran. And an interesting dynamic that you and I talked about earlier today briefly was this Algeria-Austria situation, Kevin. Like I said, guys, you got Austria, they got Spain. Nobody wants that.
I don't know what you do.
Hey, congratulations. You're advancing into the next round. Hey, everyone, high five. Who are we playing? Spain. And it's like, but if we lost, we're going to play Paraguay? Or the difference? Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's a massive, so it's basically Spain. And then, as you stated, but down at the bottom here right now, and dear God, man, you want to talk about expensive tickets? You know how big Portugal are in Canada? If it was Canada and Portugal in the round of 16, holy,
oh boy,
that would be the end of the line. That'd be the end of the line for Canada. That'd be a tough one. That'd be a tough one.
Just please clip that, because if that match does happen, we all know Gabe be like, I got to be honest, guys. Remember,
the day of the game. I'm going to talk myself into it. I tell you, I see a lot of things. I see a lot of things. We're not there yet. Can't wait for this switch. I'm thinking about
quickly, Gabe. I feel like your thought across sports would typically be, don't worry who you're going to play, just win the game. And even you were like, no. I'm not going to go out there and win a match to play Spain. No. Like, I don't know what these teams are going to do. I do not know what they're going to do.
And get this.
Because
if all the tiebreakers are tied, let's just say both of them are like, you know what? I don't know. You know what? You make a move type thing. See what they do. It comes down to yellow cards. It's head-to-head, goal differential, and then who has the less yellow cards. Fair play, sportsmanship will get you forward.
Here's the thing. So it's interesting. If it's a draw, Austria will go through because they have the goal differential.
Yeah.
But does that mean Austria, not throw a match, but you get what I'm like, are Austria going to try and concede?
Well, you can start your bench.
I don't always do a great job of delivering it in the right way. I will admit that. But I think overall, when you're honest with people, they know they can trust you. That, I think the last thing you want to be is, somebody who BS's people, and then they don't know if what you're saying is true, if you're manipulating them.
Outspoken with Dan Cilio, only on SportsGrid.
Class is in session. Today, let's talk about the teaser. A teaser is a multi-leg bet where you shift the point spread in your favor. You get better numbers, but every selection has to win. It doesn't matter what you bet if you don't have the insights. Tune into SportsGrid and get ahead of the class.
Wembanyama goes to the park and plays chess against people. Like, I saw him come in with a book today. Yeah. He walked in with a book, Kevin. He had a bunch of books in his hand. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, he's the only NBA player that actually walks in with a book that actually read it.
Yeah. It's a good take. It's a good take. Yeah.
Shot of LeBron. Listen, I couldn't help it.
I knew that I was trying to cut you off before you said the name.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Hey there, it's your buddy Craig Carton. If you're trying to find out how to get all the great content that me and Tyrone Johnson give you every single day, here's Tyrone to tell you how.
You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, and of course, Amazon Music as well. We're at all four.
That's right. It's the Craig Carton Show podcast every weekday morning live at 11, replayed at noon on YouTube and on SportsGrid throughout the country. Check it out.
In-game live with you here on SportsGrid. Kevin Walsh, Gabriel Morency. We are now joined by Asa Raymond, and he covers Gabe's Vancouver Whitecaps, does play-by-play on the radio for him, but more importantly here is this is now a global game, and we're getting these takeovers, Asa. I just want to start locally. How you have kind of, with Canada being a host nation, felt the impact of this tournament being in your backyard.
Yeah, first of all, thanks for having me on, guys. And the vibes have exceeded expectations. Like, was really excited about this. Being a soccer guy, covering the sport, playing the sport locally for all my life, I was really thrilled to be one of the host cities here. Did not anticipate this. Did not anticipate the Aussie fans showing up the way they did. Turkey fans, the Kiwis as well, the Egyptian fans going absolutely nuts to support their teams here. So it's been awesome just to be a part of it and cover this men's national team, the Canadian men's national team, but also just enjoy the atmosphere, the occasion, because it's been awesome, and always looking forward to the next one as well. Who's coming to town? What's happening next? And blessed in Vancouver to have two Canadian games, and then potentially into the knockout rounds as well.
We've seen too that locally, Vancouver isn't known as like, it's not Boston. It's not New York. It's not Philadelphia when it comes to the sort of like passion of sports. Canuck fans are negative and angry all the time, but it's, it's not the same. But I think Vancouver has shown, Kevin, and you saw in the Olympics, right, what it did for the city and stuff. There are some cities, Kevin, that are just made to be event towns. Like, you know what I mean? Like you said, you put the World Cup in New York right now. How many people are walking down the street and don't even know the World Cup is there? Like, ask George Kurtz, like, who's playing the World Cup tonight. Like, he doesn't know. It's New York, bro. Like, there's like a little pocket of people that are into it. There's some cities that they live for this, right? They, welcoming, and you see how people of Vancouver, like, just such a great job, as an event city. Montreal is the same thing. Montreal can't support a baseball team because they won't go 81 times, right? But if you told them the baseball season was 6 times, damn right, they're going to show up, Kevin, to be the loudest fans in the world. Like, and that's why if you look at Montreal, it's like F1, tennis tournaments, right? I think Vancouver is showing just a great international sports town that visitors just love and embrace.
Well, that's just it. I mean, it shows so well in the pictures and outside of game days, just going around. We've had glorious sunny weather, as you know, Gabe, for the last couple weeks, it seems. And there's not a bad spot in the city, really, when it's this nice. So I think that it offers itself well to tourists. People love being here. Games have been good. BC Place with the real grass is on another level as well. You saw it live. So I think that all of that sort of stuff helps. But it is also like a championship starved city when you talk about the Canucks. And yeah, it's a fan base that's rabid, that loves his team, but often pretty negative just because there hasn't been enough to celebrate.
Yeah, I understand why.
And that's
you
why
mentioned grass, Asa. I couldn't help but say, too,
about these tournaments.
People love Vancouver, too, Kevin. Marijuana dispensaries recording record business, right? It's legal. You got tourists from around the world, from countries that's blowing their mind. Like I said, I was at the game the other day. The dispensary was like longer than any bar on Granville. It's like around the corner of soccer jerseys. People from around the world going, this is the best city I've ever seen in my life. This is awesome. But listen, time always flies. Big game tomorrow, obviously.
Yeah.
My head is sort of spinning with this. Here we are right now, an opportunity to win the group, but this is obviously a tougher test than Bosnia and what Qatar presented with the Swiss. How do you think this is going to play out?
I think it's going to be tight. I think it's going to be cagey. Canada would love to get that opening goal, that first goal, have a strong start, similar to what we saw against Qatar. And then maybe the game opens up a little bit. The thing that I'm excited to see is Canada potentially hit on the counter. I think traditionally, historically, they when Jesse Marsh first came in, they were very much a counterattacking team. I think that's still part of the DNA. We haven't seen a lot of it, though, recently. We certainly haven't seen it in this World Cup where they enjoyed 70% of the ball against Bosnia and against Qatar. So this will be different. The Swiss will want to get on the ball. They'd like to have possession in this game, and that should open up some opportunities for Canada to hit on the counter through Ali Ahmed, through Tejan Buchanan, Jonathan David, Kyle Larin up top. So I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see Canada not necessarily sit back and defend the whole game, but defend a bit and then try to hit on the counter. So it should be a fun atmosphere. Switzerland's, not like the other teams that they've faced so far, much better opponents, and they got to keep tabs on absolutely everybody on the other side of things because the Swiss can soar, and we've seen that recently as well.
Ace, I do want to ask you, and it's probably a question that you'll be able to answer better a year from now. So maybe I'll send you a message, June 23rd, 2027. But the impact that this could all have for the MLS, right? Obviously, you doing play-by-play, you know this league so well. I've found it charming how much the MLS Twitter account tweets about Argentina as if it is their own team just because of Messi.
It is, Kevin. As MLS fans, me and Asa will tell you, they are MLS's team.
Yeah, basically.
That's right.
But just the impact this could have for the league, Asa.
I think we're seeing that the gap's closed significantly, and MLS players, ones that have made their national teams and are featuring at this tournament, don't look out of place. Look like they belong, as good as anybody else. We could see massive transfers out of this as well. Several MLS players performing well. Yes, Messi grabs the headlines, as you'd expect, but aside from him, so many players proving that they belong. Sebastian Berhalter, there are doubts about him coming into this World Cup for the U.S. men's national team. Silenced all those critics and has shown he very much deserves to be there. And he's one out of the Vancouver Whitecaps that could be on the move. And the price might be going up for someone like him. It's great for MLS, and looking forward to seeing the league continue to build and grow as well, because we've seen it over the last 2 or 3 years. I think just the overall quality across the league has continued to improve, and it's getting younger as well. There's several young players across MLS that I think made a late claim to maybe get onto their respective national team. So that's really cool to see as well.
105 players, guys, either played in the MLS or whatnot. That's a lot of players, Kevin. It's like 9% of the players in the tournament, actually, that played in MLS, have MLS connections. Either played before or play in MLS now.
Yeah, awesome. Asa, incredible to talk to you. We really, really appreciate it.
Thanks, Asa.
Thanks,
good
guys.
luck watching that game tomorrow. Going to be stressful. We'll be back here on SportsGrid.
I don't always do a great job of delivering it in the right way. I will admit that. But I think overall, when you're honest with people, they know they can trust you, that, I think the last thing you want to be is somebody who BS's people, and then they don't know if what you're saying is true, if you're manipulating them.
Outspoken with Dan Sileo. Only on SportsGrid.
Class is in session. Today, let's talk about the teaser. A teaser is a multi-leg bet where you shift the point spread in your favor. You get better numbers, but every selection has to win. It doesn't matter what you bet if you don't have the insights. Tune into SportsGrid and get ahead of the class.
Wembanyama goes to the park and plays chess against people. I saw him come in with a book today. Yeah. He walked in with a book, Kevin. He had a bunch of books in his hand. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, he's the only NBA player that actually walks in with a book that actually read it.
Yeah. It's a good take. Yeah.
Shot of LeBron.
Listen,
I couldn't help it.
I knew that I was trying to cut you off before you said the name.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Hey there, it's your buddy Craig Carton. If you're trying to find out how to get all the great content that me and Tyrone Johnson give you every single day, here's Tyrone to tell you how.
You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, and of course, Amazon Music as well. We're at all four.
That's right. It's the Craig Carton Show podcast every weekday morning live at 11, replayed at noon on YouTube and on SportsGrid throughout the country. Check it out.
I want to take a quick moment. We are going to run up against this hydration break to bring up the NBA draft. And because of the World Cup, I'm self-aware, betting-wise, not very popular draft, I think, for a lot of people. And that's okay. But I don't want to play spoiler, but what I want to let people know, and this is where things get dangerous, the confidence right now from bettors and the way they are shifting the markets is horrifying to me. To be very clear, picks 1 through 4 are nearly all minus 500 or higher.
That's why people aren't interested in it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's a part of it from a betting perspective, right, Gabe? Like, it's not a draft to get in on. Like, we've seen, Gabe, where we take.
Oh my God! What a save!
Yeah,
what a save! Panama just came like as close as you can come without scoring, like literally.
Yeah, I just wanted to just say quickly because Gabe, you've bet like draft order top 3, right? And you'll get plus 220, plus 250. If you were to take the odds right now that are out there for the top 5 picks and put them into a parlay, and like most books won't let you do this, but I'm just giving you an example. It's basically plus 150 for 5 correct picks.
That's ridiculous.
And there's a minus price at 6. There's a minus price at 7. This is a draft game betting-wise very, very difficult.
The only way to really attack it, if you want to go in the first exact order, Dibanza, Peterson, Cameron Boozer, that's minus 550. So people are just sort of locked that in. So if the only way you can stay outside the box, all right, let's say AJ goes first, Boozer second, Peterson third, that's plus 400. So if anything, if the norm gets broken at all, there is value on the board, right? There is value on the board. Now, I don't know. So Boozer second, Peterson second. I mean, he didn't work out for them. I guess that's not scaring people off here. Would you consider that? AJ first, Cameron Boozer second, Darren Peterson third, plus 400.
Yeah, I think it's the only way to play it, guys, because we now know AJ's going first, and we know, Gabe, that it's Darren 2, Boozer 3, or Boozer 2, Darren 3. But I'll tell you this, Gabe, I'd rather do...
All right, here's...
Cam Boozer's dad works for the Jazz. Carlos Boozer works
and Peterson
for the
has
Jazz.
Question marks around him, and he can say all he wants. We all know he doesn't really want to go to Utah. And Boozer won't bitch going to Utah. Peterson could, not be overly happy about it or enthusiastic. and or go, yeah, whatever, dude, I'm going to be here and I'm going to leave as soon as my contract's over. That's why I'm saying that the Boozer thing could be in play. But let me just throw a couple of names at you during this break here. Merez Johnson, my boy, Michigan, over under 12.5. I haven't, and honestly, maybe it'll help me, Kevin, because a lot of the crap people read is crap anyways. It's just fun to read, but like, is he really a top 13 pick? I didn't get the feeling that he was before. I was, and even himself, I think he was, 17, 16 range, 16 to 20 range. Is he a top 13 pick? Under 12.5 is minus 160. What do you think about him?
It's actually really funny, Gabe. One of the few bets, and I may not bet this draft, which is a shame because I don't really like to skip drafts or NBA drafts.
No, I'm betting it out of spite and principle, Kevin. We got 35 minutes. We're getting a bet in.
I was leaning over, Gabe, but he's one of the guys flying up. And here's another thing, and I know you said, try not to read too much of the buzz. I'm actually really curious your take on this. People don't know if Dallas hiring Dusty May means they're going to draft a Michigan guy, because they literally hired him 2 days ago. And is Masai Ujiri really going to be like, yes, I'll draft one of your kids? Like that, I kind of.
And I'll tell you what,
good Michigan man.
Good issue there. And also, people wondered that with Harbaugh. He hasn't drafted one Michigan player.
That is funny. Everyone thought it was going to be Michigan.
Not
I remember
one.
I thought they were going to get Colston Loveland, but then he went 8th.
He signed a few, he's free agent type thing. You know what I mean? Walk on, no. And in fact, he drafted the Ohio State kid. You know what I'm saying? Pete Carroll did the same thing, right? Pete Carroll had Sam Darnold. He didn't take him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I remember Pete Carroll, same thing. He didn't take the USC guys. No, like you said, there's other adults in the room, and it doesn't work that way, right? Because he played. And a lot of the times the coaches, it's all lip service, he's the greatest kid ever to play it for me. Well, would you actually draft him? Nah, he's kind of slow. I wouldn't really draft him. I'm going to draft the other kid.
Yeah, I listen, it's a very, very interesting.
What about Kingston Flemings? Over under 9.5.
I don't trust it. We'll get back to more this year on SportsGrid after the break.
I don't always do a great job of delivering it in the right way. I will admit that. But I think overall, when you're honest with people, they know they can trust you. That, I think the last thing you want to be is somebody who BS's people. And then they don't know if what you're saying is true, if you're manipulating them.
Outspoken with Dan Cilio. Only on SportsGrid.
Class is in session. Today, let's talk about the teaser. A teaser is a multi-leg bet where you shift the point spread in your favor. You get better numbers, but every selection has to win. It doesn't matter what you bet if you don't have the insights. Tune into SportsGrid and get ahead of the class.
Wembanyama goes to the park and plays chess against people. I saw him come in with a book today. Yeah. He walked in with a book, Kevin. He had a bunch of books in his hand. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, he's the only NBA player that actually walks in with a book that actually read it.
Yeah. It's a good take. Yeah.
Shot of LeBron. I couldn't help it.
I knew that I was trying to cut you off before you said the name.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Hey there, it's your buddy Craig Carton. If you're trying to find out how to get all the great content that me and Tyrone Johnson give you every single day, here's Tyrone to tell you how.
You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, and of course, Amazon Music as well. We're at all four.
That's right. It's the Craig Carton Show podcast every weekday morning live at 11, replayed at noon on YouTube and on SportsGrid throughout the country. Check it out.
All right, here we go. Back in the mix on SportsGrid. 30 minutes in. No goals in Croatia, Panama. A little frustrating, but there are chances here. Just
no cards, no goals, no corners.
Yeah.
How about that? And oh my God, I didn't even realize because we've been talking. There's been 2 shots in the game. Shot attempts, Kevin. Shot attempts.
How's that possible? Gabe, if someone said, "Hey, Kevin, you've had it on in the background. You're doing the show. How many shots have there been?" I would have said about 6 or 7.
Yeah, me too. I've seen attempts. I've seen a couple of balls get at the net. I was surprised.
Who's grading these shots? Who's grading these shots?
2.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree.
And of course, I didn't play the cards in this one. I was like, it could get chippy. It ain't getting chippy. Like, it's just nothing's happening.
What? Do you think the card stuff is going to flip at some point, like in the knockout stage, maybe, Gabe?
I can tell you. I just saw a video right before I came on, literally like a minute before I saw it. It was the first time I saw it. It was Jesse Marks, Team Canada manager, during halftime. And it was one of those documentaries they're filming. They had a little clip of it. And he basically told the guys in the room in the second half, no effing cards. No effing cards. And there were a few dudes on the team. He specifically said, "I'm serious." And he pointed at him. He goes, "I don't want anything." He goes, "No yellows, no reds, no effing cards, everybody."
Wow.
It's real. Like, these guys, teams that are moving on the tournament, they know about this card danger, Kevin. And it seems like the referees are like, don't want to screw a guy over in his World Cup dream either, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, no, it's clear as day. It's just like, yeah, I guess the last.
Besides that first game, when he kicked out 3 people.
Yeah, right. When he said, actually, everyone can go.
All right, number of cards, it's still 2.5. Nothing's happening, guys. I'm doing it again. We did it in the last game. All right, here we go.
Yeah, you did.
I'm still getting a number. I was scared before the game. God, I bet too big on these cards, but here we go again. Let's dance. Let's dance, referee. Let's dance, ref. Usually I know the ref's name. I know his last game was Martinez. I like to know the ref's name. Make him a little more familiar.
You've now done that twice today, where you go, "I'm betting the cards again," and your first thought after placing the bet is, "Gosh, I'm betting a lot on these cards." Like that's
well,
it's like you're not in control.
No,
it's like, you know what I mean? Though you're like,
yeah.
It's like you place the bet and then you look at the amount and you go, "Now who bet all that money on cards, guys?"
Yeah,
who put that pick in?
Well, the thing is, it's a stressful prop. Every time there's a tackle, like something could happen. And the other thing is, too, I've had a bad knack, Kevin, of me putting these card bets in, and then a minute later there's a card. So please give me to the end of the half here, man. But look at this game, seriously. Like, there's no, one shot, whatever, time of possession, Croatia 60-40. There's really, there have been some dangerous attacks, though. Like, I'm with Kevin. There's no way in hell there's been 2 shots. We're getting screwed.
Oh my gosh! I forgot you bet like pre-match, like 25 shots or something.
Yes,
like that, right?
24.5.
Yeah, I'm getting in on the live shots again.
Yeah, what's the live shots now? Yeah, what's the live shots now? I don't even want to know. Like, all right, I'm going to guess 18, 17.5. Let's see.
I'm seeing 22. Something's not adding up.
Right,
how can it be 22?
I got an 18.5, so bang. Man, I'm getting good at this. 18.5.
No way. What
it's 18.5. Minus 120. 18.5.
I got
Bet365 right now.
Listen, sometimes FanDuel's tricky. Minus 220 for that same.
Really,
club.
huh?
Yeah.
18.5.
Yeah.
We're at 2 for real, though. I've just double and triple check. So here's the new updated numbers. Match shot on target. Both teams combined. 6. 5.5. Can they get to 6? I'm not sure we will.
I'm gonna fire away on Panama's shots here.
It's 1.5 Panama.
This is getting crazy.
1.5 shots on target, Panama, minus 188. Croatia over under 3.5 shots right now. Over is minus 138.
Yeah. No, I'm taking my time here, Gabe. I'm eyeing up Panama. I'm gonna wait. We'll do it at half again, and that's fine. Eventually, Panama are gonna get a bunch of shots. Croatia will take the lead, and Panama. I'll tell you this: we get back-to-back goalless draws, though. Everybody's coming over to my side.
Now, I was just thinking about it too. Should we just be jumping on the? Should we just jump on the Yeah. This game, these two games are going to turn people off the World Cup in the last. That's all it'll take. A couple of bad beats. I lost my money. Hell, even the NCAA tournament, people tap out by Saturday night. I'm out.
It does happen. It's funny.
Yeah,
it
like the Thursday,
happen.
Friday, and I don't care about that. I love that stupid tournament. But, like I said, you saw in the last game, Kevin, where I just sort of admitted, all right, we're wrong. England's not winning. I'm taking that no one's going to score right now. You know what I mean? And I said, I don't like doing this right now, but after the game, when I look at the money, I'll like it. And I did. I was like, all right, yeah, you picked England, but you also abandoned ship late in the game, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You got to adapt instead of crying, like, so to speak. It's like, oh, I'm losing. It's like, no, all right, let's move on. How the hell because the way I always tell people, like, with bad beats, and people to cry about losses for a long time and bitch about it, I'm like, unless it's the last bet you're ever going to make in your life, I don't want to hear about it. You know what I mean? Like, if it's, I'm never doing this again, ever again, I'll listen to your story. I lost $18,000 and I'm never betting again. I'll listen to your story.
Yeah.
When someone bitches and then turns around and plays some stupid bet an hour later, it's like, oh, just shut up. But what about a draw now? Even though the draw ain't going to do anybody good, I got to be honest, though. It looks like Panama are the better side to me, Kevin, even though Croatia have the ball more. Like you see here, Panama have had more sort of pressure and more imagination in the box. Here we go, Panama. Right through the box. Nothing happens.
This is a little bizarre because they're not sitting on the ball. Like, both of these teams want goals, Gabe.
No, they are running, too. It's not like they're standing around. It's a weird game because there is effort.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, you see Panama, they're not, like, killing time. They're booting the ball around. They're going down the pitch. It's just like stalemate. Listen, these coaches are good, man, too. Like, the England manager was talking about it after. They asked him what was wrong. He goes, nothing was wrong. He goes, they're good. Like, we couldn't, and he basically said, we couldn't figure out, like, how to get past their wall. Not a good sign moving forward, though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, a little, but whatever. Oh, boy.
There's a little buzz in the box here, but Panama are buzzing around.
You know what? They
not
still
a single
can't put
shot, though, Kevin. No, let's wait for the half, and we're going to get, like, look, I even won the Ghana bet earlier today with the 0.5 at the half. The second half, there's more shots.
Yeah,
they can't get a shot off, though. Both teams. Like, the ball just bounces around everywhere. Like,
Right. Yeah, it's a little bizarre. Just like you said, we try and find flows in this game. Have there been
everything's going to be low? No, that's what I was going to say, Kevin. No, but we're moving in. There's 37 minutes now, so we got another 8 minutes plus out of time. But there's going to be such low numbers. This is like an NFL game, guys. Like at the half, when everyone's wide receiver prop is over under 1.5 catches type thing.
Yep.
I love those games, Kevin, because like the same thing, dude. Like, look. With the shot stuff, they're not going to have a choice. Panama's already down to 1.5 now, Kevin. If we get through this half, it's going to be 0.5 at the half. We're going to need one shot on target in the second half to win that bet.
Right.
I'm going to do it. I want to get it to 0.5, though. I want to get through this half. All right, here come Croatia.
I'd love Croatia to score before the half. That would make me like kind of everything about this game. That's all.
Croatia looks slow, old. There's no pace. Like, Panama are too fast for them. Like, you see, like, every time Croatia even sort of get the ball, the dudes on Panama just sort of get in their face. Look at Panama. Look at, like, how easy Panama get the ball down the field compared to Croatia. Oh, here's a nice little move. Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. You and I are actually synced up, too. I don't know how that's possible.
Really? Huh? You saw that nice little move in the box, huh? That was a nice move.
Like, I don't know, like 2 seconds. It's almost weirding me out. I feel like
you see what I mean, Kevin? Like, Panama look confident with the ball. Like, they're
like a shot off. I don't understand that.
I know he gets get to the ball. Dude made a crazy little deke move too with his feet, and then he got a shot off.
Shoot the ball.
I don't always do a great job of delivering it in the right way. I will admit that. But I think overall, when you're honest with people, they know they can trust you. That, I think the last thing you want to be is somebody who BS's people, and then they don't know if what you're saying is true, if you're manipulating them.
Outspoken with Dan Sileo. Only on SportsGrid.
Class is in session. Today, let's talk about the teaser. A teaser is a multi-leg bet where you shift the point spread in your favor. You get better numbers, but every selection has to win. It doesn't matter what you bet if you don't have the insights. Tune into SportsGrid and get ahead of the class.
Wembanyama goes to the park and plays chess against people. I saw him come in with a book today. Yeah. He walked in with a book, Kevin. He had a bunch of books in his hand. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, he's the only NBA player that actually walks in with a book that actually read it.
Yeah. It's a good take. Yeah.
Shot of LeBron.
Listen,
I couldn't help it.
I knew that I was trying to cut you off before you said the name.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Hey there, it's your buddy Craig Carton. If you're trying to find out how to get all the great content that me and Tyrone Johnson give you every single day, here's Tyrone to tell you how.
You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, and of course, Amazon Music as well. We're at all four.
That's right. It's the Craig Carton Show podcast every weekday morning live at 11, replayed at noon on YouTube and on SportsGrid throughout the country. Check it out.
All right, guys, here with you on SportsGrid on this Tuesday night. And Croatia-Panama, Gabe, I think it's the weirdest game of the tournament so far. How about you?
It is.
I think that's where I'm at. I think it's the weirdest one so far.
I'm just trying to sort of absorb this, and I'm just watching the numbers. And like we said, is it the most exciting game in the world? No. But these numbers are all going to be so low, we're going to have some real spots here in the second half. I just keep waiting. They're not moving off this 1.5 with Panama right now, but I just can't believe, Kevin, there's still 2 shots. 2 shot attempts. It was 24.5.
I don't really know. Yeah, that is bad. But you know what's interesting?
16.5 now.
What's interesting is it doesn't feel like a game that should have 24.5 as a shots prop. Doesn't feel wrong having watched this game. Like the pace,
Croatia's
up and
style,
down.
though, too, right? We just saw Croatia play a game with 6 goals in their last game. And I know that Panama isn't like, they're not, they're not like, they don't score 3-4 goals a game, but they're also not a complete shell team either. Like, Panama like to beat you 2-0. Like, you know what I mean? They don't play they don't try to just hang on Panama. As you see, Kevin, they're attacking. Like, they push the ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Panama, they played Brazil. I get it. Like, they lost 6-2, right? Like, you can score on this team. Ghana didn't score because the Dominican Republic scored 2 goals against Panama.
Yeah, and when's the last time, I'll look it up here, when's the last time Croatia had a clean sheet? Forever?
It's been ages, Gabe. They gave up a goal.
Yeah, no, it's 13 games. I think it's 13 games, guys. That's what I'm telling you. I never bet overs. All right, let's see. So 4-2, 2-1. Belgium beat them 2-0. Croatia 2-1 over Colombia. Brazil 3-1 over Croatia. Montenegro scored twice on Croatia. The Faroe Islands scored on them.
Come on, guys.
The last time they had a clean sheet was against Gibraltar on October the 12th, 2025. And here we are. I don't know.
Anyway, you want an NBA
sometimes
draft
the less
prop?
you know, get some picks. The less you know, the better sometimes. It's not like that TV like they used to be the public school. The more you know, the better. No, the less you know, the better in sports betting. You don't want to know too much information because then you're like, how is this happening? Right? That's why sports is weird, and you got to love the World Cup. It's 90 minutes, guys, and every one of these people on the pitch, especially on the underdog nations, they're playing their hearts out, man. Like, this is just like, this is it. Like, this is their life. This is their lifelong dream, and they're doing it, and they're living it, and they're hanging right now.
Yeah, I'm.
Yeah, what's your NBA draft pick? What do you got?
Yeah, well, you know what the problem is though now is some of these books are like closing up shop, Gabe. So I got to see if it's still even around.
So what do you say, Mo Johnson, over under 12.5?
I would lean over. The one pick that might still be out there and bettable is Steinbach's. Oh, it's just got to be. Is every book closing up the draft props 20 minutes before the draft starts?
I still have it up. Steinbach 15.5 over, plus 185 under, 245, 15.5.
Yeah, I think Steinbach's Gabe. Like, listen, it's an event I would bet small, but I'm looking at Steinbach over and Cam Carr under. Those are the numbers that I've been looking at throughout the day. Zuby Ejiofor was like too high, but he moved, and Kareem Lopez, Gabe, under, but again it moved on me, so I didn't get the pick in. But those are a couple of guys, if you can find them, I would take a look at.
There's a few too. I found will they be drafted in the first round market?
Who do you got?
Alex Caravan, plus 150. He's not going to go in the first round. He's a second round type guy.
Yeah.
Jack Cahill, plus 150, first round. Joshua Jefferson, first round, minus 160.
There has been some buzz on Jefferson.
God, what a non-sexy draft.
But Gabe, you're betting. Yeah, but listen, you're betting the second round guys. Because that's
I know.
Like, to
and
some
there could be some
degree,
good players here, but I'm just saying, for the average general public, you see why they're not enthralled by this.
Yep. I think so. You know what? Gabe's right. It's the NBA draft. What am I going to not bet it? You know, we'll do.
I don't want to go against my Michigan guy, but I think he goes like 14, 15 type thing. I'm seeing a lot of Charlotte Hornets make sense. Croatia corner kick. We finally got a corner kick.
All right.
We didn't get a shot, though, out of it.
No, Croatia shot on the way into that corner kick. It was actually a save.
Was it?
Or not.
Oh, was it a shot on target? Did I miss it? Let me see.
Yep. For Croatia.
Oh, you're right. Oh, a shot on target. Son of a. I was waiting for the numbers to change, and I missed it. I was waiting for the 2.5. They wouldn't move off to 3.5. They're going to move to 0.5 for Panama here at the half, though.
By the way, they did 3-minute stoppage time. This time, I'm not mad. I don't blame.
They're not even stopping 3 minutes. You're right.
Yeah, get this thing to half. Honestly, nobody deserves a break.
All right, so team shots on target, it's still 3.5. Croatia's got 1. It's 3.5 minus 150.
Yep.
I think it goes over. I think they got it. Come on, they're going to get 3 shots on goal here.
All right.
And Panama's down to 1.5 now. I'm waiting for that 0.5. Except this is about to end, unless, I'm going to get pissed off to get a last shot in here. But literally, you're like you said, the ref's going to blow the whistle any second here.
Yeah.
I'd blow the whistle, too. He did. I'd scold them on the way off the pitch. I'd say, hey, people paid big money for this, huh? You know what I mean? Like, go back to your rooms and think about what you've done.
Yeah. Someone explain themselves, honestly.
And, guys, you both lost your first game. Like, walking away with a point really isn't going to be great for either one of you here.
But, Gabe, in a way, like, I almost want to – they're all exhausted. Like, they're all trying their hearts
Yeah, it looks hot, too, just like you said. Croatia, like, look at Panama. They're a little fresher. You saw the Croatian guys, Kevin. They look like me, like, after a hangover trying to go to the store to get a Gatorade. Like, you saw, like, they were walking real slow off the pitch, the Croatians. Yeah. Long hair, sweating. They were all just like – you see the Panamanians are all in the middle of the pitch. They just had a little, like, little team meeting in the middle there.
I have over 1.5 in this game in a parlay that was doing well. It was like minus
both teams to score. If that's going to happen, man. Both teams to score now.
Probably like 3 to 1.
Plus 240. Plus 240.
It's not even a good number. It's not even a good number. All right, we'll put some NBA draft props on the board after a break.
I don't always do a great job of delivering it in the right way. I will admit that. But I think overall, when you're honest with people, they know they can trust you. That, I think the last thing you want to be is somebody who BS's people, and then they don't know if what you're saying is true, if you're manipulating them.
Outspoken with Dan Cilio. Only on SportsGrid.
Class is in session. Today, let's talk about the teaser. A teaser is a multi-leg bet where you shift the point spread in your favor. You get better numbers, but every selection has to win. It doesn't matter what you bet if you don't have the insights. Tune into SportsGrid and get ahead of the class.
Wembanyama goes to the park and plays chess against people. I saw him come in with a book today. Yeah. He walked in with a book, Kevin. He had a bunch of books in his hand. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, he's the only NBA player that actually walks in with a book that actually read it.
Yeah. It's a good take. Yeah.
Shot of LeBron.
Listen,
I couldn't help it.
I knew that I was trying to cut you off before you said the name.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Hey there, it's your buddy Craig Carton. If you're trying to find out how to get all the great content that me and Tyrone Johnson give you every single day, here's Tyrone to tell you how.
You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, and of course, Amazon Music as well. We're at all four.
That's right. It's the Craig Carton Show podcast every weekday morning live at 11, replayed at noon on YouTube and on SportsGrid throughout the country. Check it out.
All right, guys, in-game live right here on SportsGrid. Croatia, Panama, nothing going on right now. Gabe and I did just click on a couple of NBA draft props here. So, Gabe, I'll let you run through a couple of what you thought was worth a shot heading into this event.
Me and Kevin were talking. Good point by Kevin. It's good to know these things. The more you know, the better, all kidding aside. Boozer's father works for the Utah Jazz. Peterson's not excited to go to Utah. There's already question marks about Peterson. I could see Danny Ainge being a little turned off by him and kind of knowing, this is the type of kid that won't like it here. He's not going to want to stay here, right? Mm-hmm. So it's not crazy to say it. Plus 400. Let's go Dibanza first, Boozer second, Peterson third, Kevin, at plus 400. They go outside the box a little bit. Like you said, everyone's got this thing locked in like it's happened already. And I don't like betting against my boys from Michigan, but you did leave us for the NBA, and it is a business, kid. So I'm getting plus 125. Right? You left. We're not on the same side anymore, Mo. I love you.
I like that move.
Well, we're not on the same team anymore. You got to think about yourself. So do I. Over 12.5. Merez Johnson. I'm getting plus 125 too, Kevin. I like him. I think he's a really good player, but I think he goes like 14, 15 type of thing. I don't think he goes in the top 13.
Yeah, listen, I really think, and I may just do it myself, first of all, we haven't really gotten into this. I think Boozer's the best player in the class. Now, I think Peterson, Boozer, and Dibanza are all in the same tier, but, people are like, oh, Boozer's got, his floor's high, but he's got a low ceiling. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, guys.
No, he's consistent, too. You got Boozer in there. Like I said, he won't want to leave right away. You know what I mean? It makes a lot of sense, Boozer to Utah.
So, now, listen, we'll see if it happens. The two things I played were Hannes Steinbach, the Washington big, over 14.5. He's going top 20. I'm not sure he's going lottery. And Cam Carr under 16.5. Cam Carr, from what I can tell, the Bulls at 15 really, really like him. And a 6'4" athletic wing who can jump out of the gym always has the potential to buzz up some boards here. The one other element I will just say heading into this draft tonight, root for trades. If you don't have any bets, just root for some chaos. Let's get a little bit of extra juice added into the mix of this whole thing here, Gabe.
Well, we had, at least with the honest stuff, there's a buzz about Jaylen Brown still being on the move from Boston. Potential AD market, always complicated, etc. But I'll be curious to see. But if anything's going to happen, it probably would have happened by now. We'll see as it goes on. But as far as this game is concerned here at the half.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Croatia, wow. All right, Kevin. You know what? They didn't get credit for the shot on target. They just got a shot.
That's bizarre. The keeper saved it.
Yeah, Croatia have 2 shots. He was outside the ball, outside the crease. Two shots to 1. 0 shots on target. Neither team has a shot on target. Croatia's shot on target prop is 2.5 right now, minus 150. Can they get 3 effing shots on target? Come on, man. If you don't, you deserve to be eliminated from the World Cup. You do. Just go home now. You know what? Yeah. You got all your Croatian brethren here and stuff. And, like, what are you doing? I mean, come on, guys. You got to raise this up and get some balls at the net. And if you're Panama, can they get 2 shots? I'm not so sure, Kevin. I like the Croatia one more. I think Croatia's got to dial this thing up a little bit. But Panama are buzzing around. It's so low, man. So low.
Oh, but Panama, Panama already have one, Gabe. And I'm sorry if you had already said that, but Panama's only one more. That's why the Panama's 2. Is they already have a shot on target.
No, they don't. They have a shot. They have a shot.
Just hit a refresh, Gabe. Listen, I'm not like, obviously, I'm not debating with you, but the stat box in front of me says that they have a shot on goal. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean?
All right. Let me double and triple check here.
Just, that's just what I have.
No, I don't. And this is like the place yeah.
It actually, Gabe, says Croatia has a shot on goal as well, to be honest with you. It says there's been 3 shots in the match. Each have a shot on goal.
I thought they did too. I thought they did too. But, yeah, I'm telling you, Kevin, it's 0. And like I said, they're taking bets on this right now, and they have the numbers right beside it. Like Panama, if Croatia did, I mean, it's even better number at 2.5. But the corners is down to 5.5 right now. There's been 1 corner in this game.
Okay. All right, we'll check it out, guys. Listen, in-game live. Croatia, Panama. We'll be back tomorrow. Canada.
Over.
I don't always do a great job of delivering it in the right way. I will admit that. But I think overall, when you're honest with people, they know they can trust you. That, I think the last thing you want to be is somebody who BS's people. And then they don't know if what you're saying is true, if you're manipulating them.
Outspoken with Dan Cilio. Only on SportsGrid.
Class is in session. Today, let's talk about the teaser. A teaser is a multi-leg bet where you shift the point spread in your favor. You get better numbers, but every selection has to win. It doesn't matter what you bet if you don't have the insights. Tune into SportsGrid and get ahead of the class.
Wembanyama goes to the park and plays chess against people. I saw him come in with a book today. Yeah. He walked in with a book, Kevin. He had a bunch of books in his hand. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, he's the only NBA player that actually walks in with a book that actually read it.
Yeah. It's a good take. It's a good take. Yeah.
Shot of LeBron. Listen, I couldn't help it.
I knew that I was trying to cut you off before you said the name.
In-game live, only on SportsGrid.
Hey there, it's your buddy Craig Carton. If you're trying to find out how to get all the great content that me and Tyrone Johnson give you every single day, here's Tyrone to tell you how.
You can subscribe on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, and of course, Amazon Music as well. We're at all 4.
That's right. It's the Craig Carton Show podcast every weekday morning live at 11, replayed at noon on YouTube and on SportsGrid throughout the country. Check it out.